Bring it real slow. That means smiling. Oh, you still can't see, huh?
Follow along as we suit up one last time for a fiberglass job on this big refit and install our new best friend on the boat.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I have to say, this is a really fun one, guys. You get to see the installation of our autopilot from start to finish, starting with, where the heck do we put her?
Hey GoPro, got a shout at you. So we think our autopilot, the motor and the mount and the arm and everything for it is gonna have to go here, to go in our port lazarette somewhere. That's what we've learned on the forum. So we're gonna have to clean all this out and see if we can fit it there.
Yep, the forum again. We are really lucky to have a great Niagara 35 owners group on Facebook where we can reach out to fellow Niagara owners and ask them questions about various projects we had on this refit. One of which was, where was the best place to mount a below decks autopilot? The answer we got? The Port Lazarette. So, let's get started. Philip, suit up.
He's grinding again.
He's grinding again.
It's your sexy suit.
Yeah, my sexy suit.
I'm a vacuum for this man. I'll need the vacuum.
Once Philip does all the grinding, it's Annie's turn to get in there and clean. We had to grind back to raw fiberglass some areas of the bilge where it was painted because we needed a raw surface to glass back up to. In other words, a clean surface to glue our mount for the autopilot box down. So here's our mount for the autopilot, and here's Brandon telling us how we need to tab it up.
We're just going to do, on these, we're just going to do one.
Okay.
And one. So we'll just bring it out, you know, probably about 3 inches out this way.
Okay.
And then the same thing here. Do 2, 3, and 4 on the outside.
Did you catch that? Luckily, Philip speaks pretty good Brandon. Here's the translation.
A 4-inch piece,
Right.
6-inch piece, and an 8-inch piece for this.
Okay.
And then we'll just do one piece out to here for this. Same here.
It's like 4, okay.
And then we'll do like one 4-inch
4-inch piece there.
here.
Okay.
Neat, huh? Now let's see if you can speak Annie.
And I think it's gonna be fine because it like angles back this way. Probably the most weight it's gonna have is back in the very, very corner of it, you know? So a tab would probably be best back there, but I mean the board here is gonna be screwed to, which is pulling from the stringer, so it probably will be fine, but.
Translation? It means this part of the mount holds the most weight and therefore needs the most tabs. What? You didn't get that? Oh well, let's get to glassing.
Job again. Brandon's in the process of mounting our box. Put the epoxy down, get our autopilot held by strings. It's kind of precarious, but here's our mount. He did all the tabbing.
on the seams to make them nice and rounded, which looks good. This one has the most because it's definitely got most of the weight. It's gonna sit right here. And then he's gonna tab these in. Just make it. And we like to call this place the hole. Everyone had to go down and work in the hole. Real comfy down there. Now I'm gonna vacuum this place up, clean it up, cut tabs. We're gonna do 2 4-inch tabs here, 1 4-inch tab there, 2 4-inch tabs all the way around there. So get those cut up, set up a station, and we're gonna tab this baby in. Man, that's a tough job. Check it out, good through. I got our place fiberglass clean, and Brandon can line up to it. We're getting real close. And the real fun part about fiberglass, every time you lay some, you have to grind some more. Once we had the autopilot installed and the tiller arm mounted, it was time to test the range of the new autopilot. Back in the hole, Brandon. Okay.
Should be about center right there.
It shows, just looking, it's our centerpiece. Keep going?
Yeah, no, all the way.
Is it getting close?
A little bit more. Alright, that should be it right there.
So that's port all the way and then back, center one.
It stopped.
Starboard. So, what the heck is Brandon talking about here? Luckily, I speak a little bit of Brandon too. What we were dealing with was the end points on the wheel. With the way the tiller arm was mounted and the location of the stops, we were dealing with end points that weren't symmetrical on the wheel. Versus port.
It's hard to get them. Well, I mean, we can make the stops even if we want, but to make the autopilot even.
No, I don't care, whichever's.
Try to adjust it. Let's see here.
To here, whereas port we were here to like there. So that difference versus that difference. Kind of interesting, huh? Whatever's most convenient for you.
Doesn't matter to me. My main goal is to get, figure out where it needs to be and
Put the stops in the right place. I guess let's get it to Van. Maybe. I would think Van might be the best concern right now. There's the stops. We're gonna have to move those because we've lost that much steering on either side. Not much, really not much, because the wheel goes around twice. But definitely have to account for that. We want the stops to stop the wheel, not the autopilot to stop the wheel. Too much power.
This one wasn't big enough for his boat. It's way big enough for yours.
Nice. His boat was a 42, I can't remember. Voodoo.
41 Lord knows.
41.
But he weighs 42,000 pounds.
Jesus, we're like 15 dry, but
that was without the rig up.
oh my god, seriously. All right, we're overpowered.
This one's powered up.
Yeah, we like power. After a few adjustments on the tiller arm and some more go to starboard, back to port between Brandon and I, we had her finally dialed in.
It should be, they're about measuring out the same out down here.
We're real close. Close enough for me. Right there should be about it.
So we're about 3 1/4 and we're about 3 1/4. Is it pretty even there?
Yeah, it's about like that, which is fine with me. Let me show you. So that's
Okay, go back the other way.
okay. We're getting steering.
Yeah, steering is awesome. So, new below deck hydraulic autopilot, done. Up next, we put the new tangs on the mast for the wire rigging. Yeah, rigging. I almost forgot about it. Liking these videos? Awesome! Be sure to subscribe on YouTube, sign up at HaveWindWillTravel.com for free copies of my sailing books, and join my journey across the Atlantic, which I'm sharing exclusively on Patreon. Get inspired and get on board.
That's what I was doing. Russ was like, I really wouldn't do that. But
No, you really don't want to.
I didn't know that face sock is like sewn like a potato sack on your head. I was trying to eat.
Good job.